This tiramisu is a favorite of mine. I wasn't even really a big fan of tiramisu until I started making it myself. This version is made with Kahlúa and espresso-soaked Ladyfingers and a fluffy mascarpone cream. It's so good, it's light, it's full of flavor. You're gonna love it. Hi, I'm Lindsay from Life, Love, and Sugar, and today we're making tiramisu. All right, so to start, we're gonna make our mascarpone cream. We are going to do that on the stove. You can use a double boiler if you have one, or just a bowl set over a pot of simmering water. And we're going to start with our egg yolks and our sugar, and we'll combine those. And they'll be a little thick and chunky. So we're going to set this over our simmering water, which we're heating right now. You don't want this to boil too crazy. You can heat it up so that it gets going and then probably turn down the heat a little bit, because you don't want it to heat up too fast and cook your eggs too quickly. You want to gently heat them. We're going to cook them to 160 degrees, which is when they're safe to eat. And we're going to whisk them pretty well while they are heating. It's going to add some air and help the sugar dissolve. You can use a candy thermometer or whatever you have to check your temperature. I use an instant read. It's just a little easier. You just want to regularly check to make sure you don't overcook them. All right, so we have hit 160. We're going to take this off the heat, and we are going to let this cool to right about room temperature, maybe just slightly warmer. While the egg mixture cools, we can go ahead and make our espresso and Kahlúa mixture. So you want nice hot water so that the espresso powder dissolves. Now we've got our espresso granules. We'll stir that together so that dissolves. And then we can add the Kahlúa. You don't have to use Kahlúa. In the recipe, I have a place where if you want to remove the Kahlúa, there's the ingredients for you to make it just with the espresso and the water and a little bit of sugar so it's not too bitter. So you can use this mixture here with the Kahlúa, or you can take the Kahlúa out and just use the espresso. Either way is fine. I personally like the Kahlúa. All right, now we can set this aside and keep working on the egg mixture, the mascarpone filling. All right, so when your egg mixture is about room temperature or maybe slightly warmer, I usually kind of feel the bottom of the bowl to get an idea of how warm or cool it is. But when it's ready, it's time to add our mascarpone cheese. And we're just gonna stir these together to combine them. So once this is nicely combined, we can go ahead and make the whipped cream. So we'll set this aside. You're going to pour your cold, heavy whipping cream into your bowl, and we'll whip this together until you get stiff peaks. All right, so that's looking good. When you have stiff peaks, you should be able to lift this up out of the bowl and it'll stand up on its own. We're not getting a huge peak, but it's stiff. So now we want to fold the whipped cream into our mascarpone mixture in 2 parts. So you want to gently fold this together so that you don't deflate your cream. We'll go ahead and add the other half of our whipped cream. Getting so light and fluffy. All right, so once that is all combined and there are no more streaks of whipped cream, you want to go ahead and start layering your dessert together. All right, so we are using the real deal Ladyfingers today, not the soft, cakey ones that you might get in like the bakery. These are the really crisp ones. So we're gonna dip these into our Kahlúa espresso mixture and then make a solid layer on the bottom of the pan. How long you hold it in the mixture determines a little how strong this layer is as far as the Kahlúa espresso. I recommend somewhere between 3 to 5 seconds. I usually do about 3. All right, so when we get to this 3rd row, we may need to trim these a little bit. So break off the excess, continue on. All right, so now we've got our layer. We're gonna add a layer of the cream. We're gonna do about half of our filling. We'll spread this into an even layer. All right, so now we will add a second layer of our Ladyfingers. All right, and there's this little gap on the side that a whole one won't fit, so I'll trim some down so that they fit in there and we don't leave that gap. All right, now we'll add our top layer of mascarpone cream on top. All right, so to finish this off on top, if you'd like, you can dust the top with a little bit of cocoa powder. All right, so there you go. We'll set this in the fridge to firm up for a few hours or even overnight. It's great for prepping ahead. So we can cover this and put it in the fridge. All right, so there you have it, your final tiramisu. It's so light, it's so tasty. I love seeing the layers through the pan. It's the perfect thing for a holiday or a party or just to get together with friends. For the full recipe, head over to lifeloveandsugar.com.